Are we good?
Hi.
Yo.
Hi.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oye, tengo mis pinches readers, carnal. Dile algo.
No one told him.
I'm not looking cool,
Welcome,
bro.
welcome.
Ponte los Terminators
Pues
there.
aquí, ándale, carnal.
There you
There
go.
now. Hey, who's that guy?
Y tienen los bifocals aquí para poder leer y la chingada, carnal.
No,
Special order, don't upset us.
No, andas bien listo. Bien
Vale más que lo
listo,
creas,
Dad.
Yo no puedo entrar al Dollar General Family Tree, o ¿cómo se llama? Family Dollar.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, Family, no hay otro que se llama Family algo.
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. I can't walk into any of those, Jenny, without walking out with at least 3 pairs of these.
Really?
Because you need one in the
One size
bathroom,
see
one
all.
in the kitchen, one in the living room. You know what I mean? Because shit, if you got one pair, you're gonna be fucking looking for it all day long, more than what you use it, ladies.
For those of you that don't understand what he's talking about, because I don't suffer from what he suffers, I'm actually farsighted, so like
Yeah.
I can't see far without my glasses, right? But I can see close, perfect, right? So
just putting it
for
in your
you
face.
people that don't understand, it's for the people that can't see close.
Reader glasses.
Well, I actually had that LASIK shit done to me.
Really?
Yeah, and they gave me blended vision.
What? On purpose?
Blended vision.
Yeah.
What is that?
One eye sees far and the other one sees close.
No.
Madre.
I'm
So when you're
serious, bro.
driving, you're like going back and forth and shit.
Sí. Los pinche X-Men no traen nada contra mí, carnal.
Oye, Dad, andas bien
God.
dyslexic de a madre, Dad, no? You're not-
Cuando mi ruca me está regañando, la miro con the far eye. Cuando me,
Espérame, no te miro,
cuando
no te
me-
miro.
cuando me está avientando besitos, la miro con la close one. Ay, la chingada.
Chingao. Bien Cyclops de a madre. Pinche Cyclops 956. No mames.
El Cyclops es el vato con un ojo, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Órale, que tal, porque Cyclops, hey, I remember that shit, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another show here tonight. We got Jenny B. What's up, Jenny B?
Hi, how are you guys? Thank you so much for having me. This is freaking nuts. Like, what's happening?
You look fabulous.
Thank you.
And she
Thank
brought
you.
her significant other acá, el better half o no?
Sí.
Hace el better half.
My
Órale,
better half,
está
my
bacana.
best friend,
Es el
my
que está
backbone.
manejando. She goes, he drives, I handle the AC and the radio.
And the radio, and the aux cord.
Does she, do you drive most of the time? Do you drive most of the time? Arrima el micrófono, carnal, un poquito más ahí.
Yeah, I drive most of the
You
time.
drive most of the time. He's camera shy, Jim. We don't have camera. So does she fall asleep right away or nomás está chatterbox?
Don't be
todo?
lying.
I had a blanket and everything in the front
But
of the
did I
outfit.
fall asleep?
She did.
Sí, yeah.
I did not.
No, hey. My wife
I
says,
had makeup to do. What are you talking about?
my wife says, I can't sleep when you drive.
I can't.
And
You're all over the road?
I look at her and she's,
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Did she really
No.
snore?
and then,
She
No,
said-
I
no.
do not. I do
And so
not.
I see her, right? I see her.
Wow.
And then I go to the side.
He does that shit on purpose.
And she'll wake up. You see, I can't sleep with you.
The drama in the car.
Do you do the little boom?
the jerk?
chingazo? Oh, sorry. Hey, I thought you never gonna
No,
wake
because
up,
then
baby.
he knows I'll be throwing chingazos. I don't think so.
Do you trust her driving, dude? No.
Excuse
Oh
me.
my gosh.
You know,
guys
it's
are
the weirdest
terrible.
thing. Everyone in my family says that. But yet they ask me, Jennifer, you drive. When we got to get there quick, you can drive, Jennifer.
Well, that's why. When my
But
wife
why they
drives,
complaining?
because it's dangerous.
We
Dri-
get there.
100
in one
through
piece.
now 100 through a 35. You know, I mean, my wife,
Did we
she
get
drives.
there,
I'm
though?
holding on, dude.
For real.
Neta, carnal.
It's a Latina
One on
thing.
the ceiling bar.
Sí,
He's
no,
doing a full
Center
90
console.
degree on his arm.
I'm gonna install one in her car. I'm gonna install one of those things for the ride. Se te ponen arriba. Y
Oh
se
my
tranca la pinche barra y la chingada.
Little
carnal.
bar.
Hey, that's why you have the seatbelt. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
You'll be
The
fine.
seatbelt ain't enough for your driving, baby. Yeah, no, but no, women typically, man. I mean,
They're amazing drivers.
and then she says I'm the worst driver, right?
I know he is.
Why am I the worst driver, babe?
Because you switch lanes without the signal. You don't even turn. Just Saturday, you almost hit someone.
Oh,
Wait.
Almost. For a woman, we're almost always hitting somebody.
Wait a minute. Is he the type of person that switches lanes where on the está el semáforo where the lights? You know how you're not supposed to switch lanes there?
No, I switch lanes like 10 miles before the light, dude. You don't get into the.
Yeah.
I'm
But
a
he
slow
just doesn't
driver.
turn. He
I
just
do
doesn't turn
that
to look.
all the time, and my girlfriend was like, "Why do you always do that? Y que la chingada it's illegal." I'm like, "It's not illegal. I know all the fucking book. I read all that shit." No, but it is illegal.
But it is. I was
Googled
gonna
it.
say it is
Yeah,
illegal.
I googled it. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
illegal.
you shouldn't be switching lanes.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So
At
what,
an intersection.
what are you talking about? Like right when you get to the red light?
No, like
On the
under
intersection.
like
On the
four-way,
light.
like the intersection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the light, you can't do that.
You shouldn't be switching.
Yeah.
Exactly, intersection is the word. Word like.
Well,
You know what? I am in no hurry. I mean,
I'm impatient like a mother.
I want to calmar la drive. And then if somebody's like driving, déjalo que pase.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
My wife,
Yeah.
I hate
no.
that. No, if I have to wait, they're waiting behind me.
my wife,
Sorry.
no, my wife gets the spirit of Vin Diesel in her, man. When there's somebody trying to pass her, right? Déjalo que pase. No.
I'm not.
La rally is like,
No.
it don't matter if you win by an inch or
Right.
a mile.
Yeah.
Winning is winning.
And then I see her reach below and I say, nitric oxide. Come on.
Don't make me push the button.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So how's everything going, Jenny? How you doing? You got this
Everything
new
good.
song out, right?
Yes,
Pobre-
from my album.
Let's check it out. Pobre tonto, right?
What the hano?
See? And it's Jenny with 2 Y's, right?
It's Jenny with one eye, except on Spotify.
With 1 Y. Okay.
Except on Spotify.
So on
Everywhere
YouTube.
else it's Jenny B. It's
Okay.
just one Y.
So on Spotify, you're gonna look for JENNYY.
Yes.
Jurabas que me tenías en tus manos. A todos tus amigos les contabas cómo jugabas con mi corazón.
I checked out your videos when I saw you on Bumper Gomez's show.
Yeah.
I watch all the shows, right?
All right.
And I see artists that they're on there, and then I look them up. You know,
Yeah.
I want to, which is what's good about these podcasts.
Yes. It's to learn and research.
You know
on
what I'm
it.
saying? And ladies and gentlemen, I highly recommend you look up her video where she's in a bathtub full of bubbles.
Bubbles.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. On YouTube?
¿Cómo
Yeah.
la dejaste
Okay.
hacer ese video tú, carnal?
The what? I'm sorry.
You what did you say when she
She's
was
like, what
doing
video
that
are you talking
bro?
about? I've never heard about no video.
Yeah.
She got a video out?
She never told me about no video.
I wish
Yeah.
we would have had a camera on him to see his face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's Besos de Amor. Yeah.
Besos y amor. Yeah. So that video, you're in a hot tub or what?
It was my parents, yeah.
Yeah. Orale.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, guys, you gotta check that out. Check out the video. So what were you wearing under the bubbles and all that stuff?
It was just like a tube top, really. People ask me all the time, and I'm like, it's just a tube top, and
Okay.
shorts. You know, the bubbles, they're not gonna see it. and stuff,
Orale,
so.
esto.
It's the illusion.
The secret. She let out the
Estaba el
secret.
bodyguard ahí, no,
He knows what's up.
No te arrimes mucho con la cámara, carnal. Ay, la chingada.
Al camera guy.
You need to focus in from 2 miles away, carnal. Okay? Yeah.
Oh my God.
So how long have you been doing this music?
Tejano going on 2.5 years, almost 3 years.
Tejano, why you
But
did
before
something
I
else
did
before?
pop, yeah. So I come from a line of musicians with Los Sagas, with my uncles.
Oh yeah, I remember Los Sagas.
Yes,
Ray.
the Jesse Garcia. Those are my uncles.
Okay,
And then
wh-
my dad and grandfather were in Los Sagas.
I
So,
met him back when Selena was around, and
yeah, they were signed with Q Productions and you know all that good jazz. So I grew up with that. You know, at one time they were all living at my house, all the brothers. So the speakers, mics, the guitars, everything was at my house in my living room.
Y estabas
just like this.
chavalita, you were young.
And I was little, and I have videos where I'm like my daughter's age, 2 years old, and I'm singing Selena like I know what she's going through.
Yeah.
And my dad, ever since then, was like, this is what she's gonna do. I already know because I'm 2. I didn't even speak in English. I didn't speak anything. And so, I got older. I started pursuing professionally a career. I wanted to do pop because, I'm listening to Ariana Grande and that's what I'm into. I grew up with the Hano, but I fell off like most people my age kind of do growing up.
Tejanos are Tejano. They don't just stick to one genre. I mean,
No,
we
for sure.
absorb, especially if you're an artist.
Yeah.
You can't just listen to one style. You
Oh,
gotta
no,
listen
no.
to all kinds. So
Yeah.
and do whatever you want to do. You know, whatever you feel like doing, right?
Yeah, well, I wanted to go big right off the bat. Like, no experience. I was like, I'm just going to go straight to pop. Yeah, I want to go to that market. And I did very well. I did good.
What was it like, if you don't mind me asking? I mean,
very different from Tejano.
Yeah?
I'll tell you right now. That shit was very different.
What's the difference or what?
I think a lot of it has to do with like the band aspect of it. You know, in pop, there's not too many. I mean, there's people or artists that have bands when they perform, you know, in arenas or whatever. But for the most part, it's usually they're okay with track or whatever.
Backtracks.
Yeah, right. And I came to Tejano and it was like,
You need
where's
a
your
band?
where's your band? And I'm like, what I need a band for?
Yeah.
You know, because I come from pop, or not come, but you know, I came from the pop scene, and a performance is a performance to me.
Yeah.
If I'm bringing vocals, I'm bringing choreography, dancers, y todo what, you know. So, you know, there was that little bit of dilemma. And then, believe it or not, the whole woman deal is still a thing. I thought when Selena, Shelley, Ellie, I thought they all knocked that out of the room. But apparently that's still a problem to some people.
What do you mean a problem?
Like, at the time I had a manager, and she was reaching out to some, you know, bars and stuff like that. And they're like, well, we already had a female artist perform here for this week. Okay. They could have just said, we already had 2 artists here, Tejano artists, whatever. But they're like, no, we already had 2 female.
Yeah.
Why? What does that matter? You know?
I mean,
So
every bar was like that?
No. Just a few of them.
Okay.
You know, but it's just that it was just something I was like taken back.
Yeah,
like,
but that happens to all the bands. I mean, there's bands, right, dude? I mean, Jax, you had your band as well. I mean, not every bar is going to hire us. You know what I mean? But
no, for sure. But it was the whole female. Well, you know, does it matter if you had male artists be there? You know, there was just the female.
How
word
long
that
ago was this?
A couple months ago.
Oh, a couple of months ago.
They did tell me we already had a guy with blonde hair here last week. So no more blonde hair dudes.
Yeah, that's how it felt. It felt ridiculous. Like, that's such a weird way to say it. Just say, hey,
well,
we can't
there's
book
some
her.
people who just don't know.
But yeah, and it was just something like that. But other than that, I mean,
Well, you just go to the next bar, and there's bars all over the
Exactly.
place. But you know, the whole when did you start the pop thing? What year?
After my son was born, I think like 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
So it was about 10 years ago almost.
Almost, yeah.
And you were how old back then? I mean, you
21.
You were 21, so you were just out of high school. You went to school in San Antonio?
Yes, I went to school.
Which one?
John Paul High School.
John Paul High School. What's the mascot there?
Falcon.
Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like northwest or west? Or
It's like
south?
northwest.
Northwest?
area, yeah.
Orale.
It's a decent side of town.
Yeah.
It's ghetto now, but
And so when you were in school, were you doing, music and stuff like that, or nothing? You were
No.
just. What was your extracurricular activity in school? Did you do anything?
I was a loner.
You were.
Complete opposite of what I am now. I was one of those late bloomers. Like, out of high school, I became who I am now.
So loner meaning you didn't have any friends?
I
in
had
high
a few
school?
friends,
Okay.
but you know, it wasn't like I was like
Limited.
if I was who I am now, then I would have been in trouble. I just was a completely loner, nerdy, didn't talk to anybody, was barely passing school. You know, I just was trying to get out of there type deal. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. He proposed when I was a senior.
Sí.
And we got married, and then
¿Qué dijiste? No, esta no se me escapa.
no, he did not wait for anybody.
When I met her, she didn't have the Harry Potter glasses that she had.
Cut his mic right now. You don't need to be on the mic.
So she didn't have the Harry Potter, or what did you say?
She had.
She
the
had.
hair- yeah.
Also, she put a spell on you, dude. That's what it was. Women do that.
That's what it was.
Aquí,
He ain't complaining.
here in the valley, they call it brujería. Te hacen brujería las mujeres, carnal. And in that way,
gosh.
he's gonna propose to me when I graduate.
Hell yeah, 6 months he proposed. Shit, 6 months of dating. But yeah, I got married. We got married, and
Was
then,
it a big time marriage with wedding and stuff like that?
Yeah, we had a big
The whole
wedding.
9 yards and shit. Yeah. And who played at your wedding?
Nobody did.
No,
I
DJ?
didn't- I
DJ?
didn't- just DJ. I
Órale.
didn't. At the time, I wasn't. I just wanted to get married.
Through the church or no?
No.
No. And so just to the piece, I'm gonna recio.
Yeah, sign the damn paper.
Órale.
One time.
Órale. Yeah.
So we got married, and then about 2-3 years later, we had my son. And then, mind you, I was still kind of like trying to do the whole singing thing, but it wasn't on a professional level. It was just
karaoke.
Like, it was here and there. And then once I had my son, I was like, well, I guess that dream's out of the window, because people put in your head, you got kids, forget it. The body's gone, this and that's gone, your hair starts to thin, get you gone, whatever. And my husband was actually like, okay, so what are we gonna do? When are you getting in the studio? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Órale.
And he was like, hey, get in the gym, take lessons, whatever you gotta do. You need to start doing the singing career.
It's awesome.
100%. So that's why, he always makes comments, when you make it big, you're going to leave me. I was like, shit, there ain't no way. Even if I didn't like you, my dad, my family member, my heart wouldn't be able to do that to him, because I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Because I was ready to hang it up.
Yeah.
Before he even got serious.
Yeah.
And ever since then, he buys equipment I need, I got home one day, he bought a whole ass PA system, and I'm like, what are we gonna do with this? I don't got no gigs.
No, she definitely put a spell on you from the Harry Potter shit.
You will buy me everything I need.
You will let me do what I want to do, and you will support it and bring up the idea to do it. Yeah.
And that's definitely the definition of in good times and in bad times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Like being a couple and being in a relationship and being in this industry.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's not easy,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of different factors that go on. And one of them is being on the road, and being performing and stuff like that. Pero no, and so you all travel together everywhere you go, or on the gigs and all that?
It depends.
Yeah, because we have a son, a 9-year-old son, and he's in football.
Okay.
So
man.
every Saturday there's
you
a
have
game.
to be selective.
Yes,
right?
that's what I
With
told
your
him.
gigs. Yeah, you have to be selective.
But again, luckily I have my parents, my dad, he's from Los Sagas, so he knows a lot about being on the road, being away, and he's always told me, like, you sure you want to have kids? Because if you're gonna do this, like, I'm telling you, you're gonna miss out a lot.
Yeah.
And so far we've been doing okay. I haven't not missed a birthday, thank God. We try to make it work, but if he doesn't go, my dad comes. My mom will come.
It's a balancing act.
It's a balancing act that I can't believe we're doing. Like as the act, I'm freaking out that we're able to do it.
Yeah.
Especially how busy we are.
We're very we are our own GC company. So I mean this man carries a lot.
Your own what kind of company?
General contracting.
Oh, general contract.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm the
building homes or what?
contractor.
They're doing homes and stuff.
Residential or commercial.
Órale.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got 100% support.
100%.
And you've got kids too.
I
And
know.
so one of them's in football, and you're going to have to go to the games and
I try to.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I try to go to the games as much as I can. Sometimes I go and then I have to leave early for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But my son's very understanding. He knows. He's very excited. He tells his friends, hey, my mom sings. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't tell nobody. Because then the moms come there, hey, you sing. And I'm like, I love. Then they start looking at me on Facebook and they're like, damn, girl, you look good. I'm like, oh, don't show your husband.
Then you have to do extra conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, I just wanted to come see the game.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of kids and having kids or making kids, Dr. T's primary care for men and women. If you're feeling like you can't finish the job anymore in the bedroom, boy, talk to them. 956-441-2188.
Ain't no way.
Check it out, hormone replacement therapy. That's testosterone, man, and that could just be the problem that you have right now. You're low on testosterone. You want to get back to a therapeutic level to where you have enough energy to go back to the gym and, go back into the bedroom and, take care of matters and, at hand.
Don't be a tonto. Just go do it.
Don't be a tonto.
And then weight loss. Mira como salgo de ahí, ready to kick some ass. Bueno, recio, sústame one time.
Bien filoso.
Vengo y tumbo puertas y la chingada.
God.
IV vitamin infusion, peptide therapy, Sermorelin. Look that up. That is the fountain of youth. Women, you will love it. Also want to thank Rhodey's Country Fried Chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Almost 40 years of serving Eagle Pass with delicious fried chicken, all the sides, fish and shrimp, hot dogs, chicken fried steak, man. This is a place to stop at. And if you're at the Kickapoo Casino on your way out, just right there to I guess you would say the north west of the entrance of Kickapoo Casino. You see your Roadie's Playland right there. Stop on by, get a box of chicken, get a box of gizzards, get some of that special sauce. And boy, vas a quedar a toda madre. Asústame one time. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that we do have a members-only channel, right?
Go members!
And boy, did I stir up some shit.
Oh, you did?
We love that about your show. We love that about you. At least I do.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to keep it real, but you know, I interviewed Myra Flores, and I put a clip.
Yeah.
She's running for Congress, and she's bought advertisement with us since March. So she's been running a campaign with us on the show, and so I decided to do a sit down with her one-on-one because the first time she came, we had a party and it was music and it was, you know, it was okay, it was cool, it was great, it was a lot of fun. But this one was a little bit more serious. So I made a clip today and uploaded it, or yesterday, and I uploaded it on YouTube. And then, boy, the comments went off the charts. I mean, some people just get triggered crazy, you know, and they just start pushing out names and all kinds of stuff. Anyway,
I don't know what makes them think that like we give a fuck about what they think. You know what I mean? Like, dude, why do you take your time of day to give me all this paragraph of what you fucking believe in? I don't give a fuck.
No. The thing is, I do. I like to hear different opinions. No,
He's
honestly.
like, who the hell?
Le encanta
Who are
el
you?
pedo.
Carnal, watcha. As long as you don't call me a pendejo, bro, I'm good. I'm going to listen to you. But once you start throwing out stupid remarks like that, I'm like, ¿qué chingas tiene este vato? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what you were talking to me about earlier?
Yeah, you know, I mean. And then it's weird because they're calling somebody pendejos while they're paying $120 for a couple of bags of grocery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's crazy.
Anyway, so I put up this clip and then I put one on my social media. Social media, boom, right there, triggers. And then there's some people that are talking sensible and stuff. But here's the clip so you could check it out. It's going on and I'm uploading it this week. Check it out. You know, the last time we spoke and we sat down and had it was a fun interview there at our other studio. We're playing music and having a bunch of good times there. But it was Biden versus Trump. What did you think after that debate? That I mean, we
Están
all
locos, que están locos. That's what I thought. I was like, esta gente está loca. They can't do this. I mean, they literally just appointed her. And it's not right because the voters didn't nominate her. And it's a huge disrespect for the Democrat voter because she should have been in the Democrat primary. And it should have been up to the American people to decide if they wanted her to be the nominee. But they knew she wouldn't win. If she would have been on the ballot in the primary, they would have voted for RFK.
Yeah.
He would have, because he would have stayed. He would have stayed in the Democrat
But
ballot.
they didn't want him on the
They didn't
ballot.
want him because he's too moderate for them. And they want, you know, the radical left. They're now very progressive. And that's one of the reasons why so many people are walking away from the Democrat Party. You see Tulsi Gabbard, for example. She's a great friend of mine. She actually came here to South Texas and she campaigned alongside me as well. And she served as a member of Congress in the Democrat Party. And she decided to put the American people first, her country, and walked away. And I have so much respect for those people because I will always be loyal to the United States of America. I will always be loyal to the American people, not to a political party. That's a great way to put it, man.
Wow.
How could you not want to go for someone that's for you, no matter what side she's for you?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. The
She's
whole
clica.
interview.
She's like us.
Dude,
Yeah, she talks like it too. Like you could tell, but like an intelligent way.
she's got a new spot, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you play her new spot, Mom?
Apolo, ¿cuántos años tienes mami aquí?
3 o 4 en Burgos, Tamaulipas, México.
Y este día llegué a Estados Unidos.
Mamá hizo historia.
Pero ella nunca olvidó de dónde vino.
Soy Mayra Flores y apruebo este mensaje porque soy el sueño americano y lucharé para proteger el tuyo.
All right. We love to hear it.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because it's like the interview's like a whole hour.
The one-on-one.
And we talk all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting how it's the political climate is so like Some people are just like they get so upset. It's
I like
weird.
the way
It
she
shouldn't be
explains
like
it.
that.
She explains it really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be going on our members only this week, and that we could see it. And then later on, we'll be releasing it to everybody else. But that's a good thing about being a member. You get to see videos before, and then some. You get to see some that nobody else will see, and then you get to see a lot of stuff. Like, for example, we were at have y'all ever been to the Monster truck stuff?
Yeah, well, in San Antonio.
Dude, we hadn't been there. I'd never been there.
I had
Never?
never been. I had
Never.
never been either.
And I've been in radio for so long. We get tickets for that stuff, and I've never been there. So I decided to take my my godchildren, right? My godson and my goddaughter and my wife, and I bought some tickets, and it's amazing
It's so
what those
great.
trucks. We've got a video. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Gravedigger.
Look at what he does. Have you ever seen this, Jax?
Oh yeah, they're really
Look
really
at that.
loud.
Super loud.
Look at that.
They're really
That
loud
shit.
trucks.
How does he
Super loud.
do that? Balancing. I mean, you have to. And then look.
I'm sure he practices at home.
And then he comes back and he does it with the back tire, dude. Look at that.
Those trucks are almost as loud as my truck.
It's
Almost.
look at that, dude. That is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
It was like
It's definitely something to do at least once in your life, because people try to downgrade it, like, monster truck is shit. You obviously haven't been if you talking shit like that, because we
They be
really
doing
enjoy
flips. They be doing everything.
I
Yeah,
know, dude.
yeah.
And it's
It's
a
awesome.
small arena. I told my wife, imagine if this was a big arena,
should-
they'd love it.
They do it at the Alamo Dome
Yeah.
in Texas or in San Antonio,
Yeah.
and that's pretty dope.
yeah, I was telling my wife that. And then they had dirt bikes. Guys
They
in
had
dirt
the
bikes.
dirt
Oh yeah, the dirt bike
Doing
guy,
all
yeah.
the hills and stuff.
It was,
Dang.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of really cool footage. My wife filmed a lot of it. I did too. And we're going to put a video together so our members only can watch it as well. It's going to be fantastic. So,
The dirt bike guys, they get really butthurt if no les aplaudes. Like they pass right,
Yes,
like
they
si no les
stop.
aplaudes, they stop and they're like,
Yes,
they go,
hey, yeah.
hey, ¿qué onda? You know, yeah, hey,
That's
okay, I'm gonna keep going then.
That's true.
Right?
That's actually,
Like,
yeah,
what-
that's,
I didn't
What's that
notice that.
that's
But
true.
clap for them.
I do clap for them.
I honestly
People
think
don't.
that some of those dirt bike guys are the drivers of the trucks too. I think one of them was wearing like the same suit. So
Oh, I don't know.
You
It
have-
might be the same team.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be the same
Yeah.
thing.
you have to be one of those extreme sport.
Multitask.
Yeah, dude.
Muchos vatos que les vale queso.
Yeah.
They break a bone every month. Like they break an arm or they break a
Dude,
you know what I mean?
there was a Ford truck called Overboard, right?
Yeah, overboard.
That truck, I was like, man, I'd freaking drive that down through town, man. Nice truck.
Yeah.
But it's like
You got a
plastic.
monster outside though.
Yeah. The truck I got, the what is it, the Harley Davidson?
Yeah, the Harley
But it-
Davidson.
But it's a 2004.
Really?
I'm in a 2004 truck and a 2009 Nissan Versa.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Your truck's fucking badass.
it's so funny because like we couldn't tell because it's dark outside. We couldn't tell, if this was the right house. My husband pulled up. He's like, "That looks like a truck he would drive." I think we're in the right place.
Literally.
I was like, "Yeah, it says Harley Davidson." I
What's
think
his
you're right.
name? Rock and Roll James. Oh yeah, that looks like his truck.
I'm not driving it right now. I'm driving the Nissan Versa.
No,
$20
You
bucks to
fit in there?
fill it up.
you fit in there. Ain't no way.
We call
I
it-
thought for
He
sure it was your wife's
does. He
yard.
does. He loves it.
No,
He
he
loves
sits-
the
no,
Versa.
no.
Let me tell you. He sits down, right? He puts his seat back, and then he puts his arm through the back window. And he's driving like that. That's how he gets
See,
to the
that
car.
makes sense.
The only thing is, you can't act tough. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like one time I was at a bar and pues qué pinche onda, güey, qué onda culero, que la chingan, and I get into a Nissan Versa.
He unlocks it. Beep me, better try, cabrón. Beep beep.
Yeah, there's nothing tough about it.
No, absolutely
my
not.
God.
Hey, qué pedo con mi carro, $20 se llena, güey, qué onda.
Me lo rayaste, bastardo.
Hostia, vato. Oye, those have strong language there, bro.
Cálmate, cálmate.
What are you all driving?
Camry.
A Camry?
Yeah, 2022
Oh,
Toyota
that
Camry.
Hey, those are good cars.
Oh, I love it.
Con 40 bucks llegas a San Antonio, ¿no? Con ese.
Yeah, right? I mean, about $40 to fill it. I mean, we still have half a tank.
I had a brand new 1996 Camry, and it got repossessed.
No.
Oh my God. Chinga.
They just really
Yeah.
a 96.
Yeah, I was in between jobs. I was working at. It was actually 90. It was a 97 and a 98. It got repossessed because
Yeah.
I lost my job, and plus they wouldn't help me. Like the
This
government
was like
wouldn't help
30
me.
years ago.
I
Yeah.
know.
Not
Oh, okay, I thought you
recently.
meant like recent. I'm
No,
like, I'm surprised they
no,
repoed it.
3 decades ago.
No, I've been traumatized ever since. That's why I wear. That's why I have old cars. No
I
payment.
get no payment.
Hey, I'm with you, Rock. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I have old cars too. I don't want a fucking new car.
Yeah,
at all.
no, hell no. Man. No quiero
You
be-
buy it al contado, es tuyo y ya.
Yeah.
I saw a truck and I was like, hey, that's a nice truck. That's $120,000. Like, what?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I'll buy a house.
better watch out.
Yeah.
For real.
Eh,
Crazy.
Literally.
Buy a little mobile home.
Yeah.
As soon as you drive it off the lot, it goes down $20,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I
It's
told
weird how that happens. 'cause you can
Devalues
test drive
right
it.
away.
When you test drive it, it goes off the lot, but it's still the same price.
dude,
Yeah, as soon as you sign it off and you're the owner,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
honestly, dude, the people that buy those cars with all the freaking gadgets, what are you going to do with all those gadgets?
He's saying that comment and throwing it to me. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know.
That's funny.
behind
A
the
ver,
scenes
Saying that to throw it to me.
Oye, el
¿Qué
BMW.
trae la BMW? A
She's
ver.
got a Beamer del año, carnal. Tiene la onda y onda acá en un pinche carrito cagado y la chica.
No, don't say carrito cagao because it takes you everywhere.
Yeah, no, I love it. So she's like, well, it does this and it does that, and that's when she was buying it. And I was telling her, you know, every single gadget that they add that you don't use, you're gonna pay for. You know,
Yeah.
like that's what. So you're paying for all the extra heat warmer. ¿Qué chinga me calientar
Hey,
las
no,
nalgas?
man, no.
¿Para qué chinga me tengo que calentar las pinches nalgas?
Stop being a hater.
December, January, she's like, thank God, because I'm telling
Yeah.
you, you
I
need
don't
it.
live in New York City.
Yeah, no, you're
No, but it
just
gets
being a
cold
hater.
enough.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're just being a hater. Yeah, stop.
And then I hate that shit where you're driving and then you get a little to the left.
Oh, and it jerks you?
I'm like, turn that shit off.
You see,
Oh, it
that
vibrates.
is
It vibrates.
busted. He even, yeah, you're busted
But
because
you're
that
busted.
you
means
just admitted in your
Drive back.
yes, you admitted that you drive like a maniac
It
side by
happens
side.
to you too.
Do you see? No, it doesn't happen to me.
Wow, it does.
Doesn't happen to me
Yes,
ever.
it does.
It doesn't
Yes.
happen to you.
Funny.
Yeah.
This is going deep.
That's
This has
funny.
been brewing for a while. I can see this.
You see, you finally admitted you're a maniac. That's funny.
You all shut up. I'm going to my little car.
Stop it.
With the no gadgets.
Oye,
With the no gadgets.
CD, radio, aircon, power windows. ¿Qué más quieres?
CD?
Yeah.
Shit, my car don't. They don't even
Hey.
come with CDs no more.
Yeah, they don't.
Hey,
You're
deja
right.
tú. 5 CD changer.
Hey, bro, why I'm surprised it hasn't been jacked
Puro
yet.
pinche greatest hits, carnal. Puro greatest hits, carnal.
Where can you find CDs
From the
now,
fine
though?
I
pillars
know.
at the
I was gonna
Ano.
say, where do you find?
You gotta go to a
CDs now?
vinyl place, like where they sell vinyls.
Yeah.
Oye, no tienes CDs.
Oye,
No,
carnal,
those are all his burn
Tengo una
CDs.
colección de todos los que vienen al show, carnal.
I thought he was going to bust out the
that's
binder.
true. You are a DJ.
DJ.
I forgot you're a radio DJ.
I'm surprised you don't have the binder where you flip through all this. That's what I was waiting.
My room.
Oh.
But I do
It's
have
in
a
the
binder.
car.
Yeah. Y puros burn CDs con
Y de
greatest hits.
películas.
Before you could make a playlist, you had to burn it on a CD every song you
Yeah,
like. You know, that's
yeah.
what it was.
Y de películas de la pulga también
Oh,
tiene.
those are the
Did
best.
you all ever buy bootleg DVDs at the Pulga?
Hell yeah, when I had my own binder
Yeah.
in my dad's car. He had his, I had
doing it
mine.
myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, he would
No,
burn
man,
the CDs.
Estoy watchando la movie en de aquellas. Y, wow, check that shit out. And then somebody stands up and walks off. And I'm like,
Yes,
whoa,
man.
they're in the theater.
Hey, we still do it.
Se
We
mueve
still do
poquito.
it.
Yeah.
We don't go to the Pulgo though. We can see it on our own TV. We stream it illegally.
That's
Puro
true.
fire
Yeah,
stick.
there's
Puro
Yeah, put
fire
a
stick.
fire stick.
There's websites, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the Fire Stick. Yeah, that's true.
comes in handy. Shit.
Have you all been to the movies? Nobody goes to the movies
Yeah.
anymore, right?
We
We go just to relax.
You know, we have our kids,
and get
so
the food,
Sí.
delivered to us
Yeah.
while we watch the movie.
Ay, güey, eso.
Qué chiflado.
No, hombre, yo llevo
fancy.
I take my wife and the opening credits.
That's my
I
dad.
I
That's
do
why-
fall asleep, but I don't snore.
Yeah, I don't take my dad for that.
Tienes
'cause-
sleep apnea.
The reason I'm snoring is because my glasses are on and they can't see my eyes are closed, baby. So, because she doesn't snore. She doesn't.
She doesn't have sleep apnea,
Yeah.
guys. Okay, no sleep apnea.
So Jenny,
Oh my
so how long you guys been married?
We just had our anniversary on the 14th for 12 years.
12 years?
Wow.
That's
I got married at
awesome.
19.
Wow.
He was 21.
12 years.
12 years married, 14 together.
Yeah.
Sí. ¿Y cómo la aguantas? Okay, then is everything cool? And she doesn't, no te la pone pesada o nada así? Or?
Answer.
He is no comment. He said.
I'm watching Got an anniversary ahorita.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nah, everything's good.
Qué bueno,
We've been blessed. And
Is she a good cook?
I'm getting so good at cooking.
Puro TikTok recipes.
Sí.
Hey, man. Listen, brother.
Hey, it's the
not
best
even-
way.
If anything, I cook.
Yeah,
Oh, sí.
he's actually the one who taught
Welcome
me
to the club,
cook.
carnal. Oh, madre, carnal.
Yeah.
So what do you cook, man?
Anything pretty much.
Órale. Barbecue. Like
But
The
usually
steaks.
Barbecue for sure. Steaks.
His steaks are, they're so good.
¿Y tú, Jenny, qué te avientas? Okay.
I try, I like to try different things. He's very picky though. Chicken strips, spaghetti. Like he's very simple.
Okay.
Okay. And I like flavor. I like cilantro, avocado. Like I like the good stuff in life.
Órale.
And but I try to make things that are different, or stuffed peppers or whatever. But he's really the one who taught me to cook. My mom was working late hours, my grandmother was raising me for a while or helping, watch us and stuff. And my dad was working when he wasn't with Los Sagas, he was working in the shop. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, my parents were there. I had an amazing childhood, but those extra things like cooking and stuff like that, I'm very blessed to have a husband that was like, you know what, step out of the kitchen. Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Stand back.
No, you know what? And we need that in a relationship. The man needs to do a little something too,
Yeah.
because the woman has a lot on her plate,
Yeah.
I mean, not just raising the kids, but, washing and
Yes.
cleaning the house.
Clean the dishes,
And doing
and I
all
don't have to
that.
ask
And then
you.
working. And where are you working right now? You said you work, right?
Yeah, so I do contracting with my dad.
Oh, you do?
So
Okay.
sometimes he'll give us a job, or we'll get independent jobs.
And what is your duty in the job? Like
break down sheetrock.
Okay.
Yeah, throw that sledgehammer.
Orale, really?
Yeah, no, I can show you videos. I'm always taking videos because people don't believe me.
Uh-huh.
When I say, yeah, I do general contracting work, they're like, what do you do, office work? I'm like, did you not just freaking hear me? Like, I'm really good with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I
work.
saw a video where you were welding.
Yeah, I was grind. I work.
body
I also
work.
do restorations with my dad on cars.
Wow.
Body work. All that good stuff. So, my dad taught me to make my own living if I needed to, in case I ended up with somebody who ain't worth a damn. Luckily, that wasn't the case. But it's that's my backup just in case. But I work with my dad. I'm very blessed to be able to work with my dad.
It's a family thing.
Spend a lot of time with him and
Yeah.
learn a lot. I mean, if God forbid, if something was to happen to my husband and he couldn't do things around the house, I could take care of it.
So your dad gave up on the music, or did he still continue with it? I mean, Los
No.
He
Sagas.
lives it through her.
Yes.
It was it was kind of tough for Los Sagas back
Yeah.
then because they were so different from what
Yes.
the Tejano was going through.
Yeah.
You're talking the early '90s, and it was like Selena, Emilio. It's a San Antonio sound, and then you had Los Sagas come in that were like a totally different. They were
Yeah.
like a trio, right? The trio music,
Yeah.
something like that. And they had a look. They had the
requintos,
requintos and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it ever really developed to where they could have gone because they were with the Tejano scene, right? Or
Well,
what
it's so
happened?
funny that even my dad has always told me stories about when they were signed with Q Productions and stuff, and because Abraham was my grandfather's cousin.
Yeah,
that's how we're all linked.
That's right. I knew there was some relation
Yes.
with Los Sagas.
And it, but a lot of it was because Abraham really enjoyed the music that my grandfather and my uncles, the trio stuff, and then they were kind of getting into like the Tejano stuff, but it was like a different sound of Tejano. It wasn't like the traditional, especially with, like you said, with Selena and Emilio that was going on.
Abraham's history and roots are
In
vocals
trio,
trio,
yeah.
back in the day, and I can see why he liked them a
Yeah,
lot.
so they were having a studio meeting with Abraham at Q Productions, and AB walked in and was like, kind of like telling his dad, like, what are you doing with them? Like, why did you sign them? Why did you bring in front of them? And and I don't think he necessarily meant it like in a disrespectful way, but it was like he was asking his dad, like, this is what we're doing. You were doing the Cumbia Kings, because that was starting to come together, and Selena, and what are we doing? But my dad and Los Sagas, they continued doing music until my grandmother died. After that, my dad hung it up. He was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
What year was that?
In 2009.
2009.
Yeah, she passed away in 2009.
And now Ray, he was like the main focus of the band because he was right. Like Ray was Ray was like the main. He was the one that was in the front of the band.
No, that's Jesse.
Oh, that's Jesse.
Yeah, he did percussions.
Oh,
Ray
okay.
did back vocals and percussion.
Oh.
Jesse Garcia was the
lean guy with the
requinto,
he had that pose, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, where's he at? What's up with him?
He's a pastor now, full time. He'll do not clubs, but like restaurants. Sometimes he'll perform at some restaurants, but just him by himself because it's what he loves. He loves to play in front of people. But recently now, both him and my father are helping me with my music stuff. So like, I have a show I'm headlining in Hondo, Texas at the end of the month. And, I'm going to have a 15-minute break in the set and he's going to come and we're going to do a song together and then he's going to do his own thing. Because I've always, man, when Los Sagas was Los Sagas back in the day and I was little, all I wanted was to perform with them, like on stage. I'd go to all their shows, well, the ones that I could go to, and I just wanted to be part of that. To me, Los Sagas is iconic. Their music, the look, the hats, the style, like the charisma that they brought. And I always told my dad, because my dad, people were like, "Oh, Los Sagas, like that's so cool, blah blah blah." I remember them, and my dad's like, "That's crazy," because none of them bought my CD, and I'm like, "Dad, you didn't give it time, y'all." Depended so much on Q Productions, and then everything that happened with Selena, you expected what? You didn't allow the people to really roll with y'all,
evolve.
Yeah,
you didn't give it a chance to evolve,
and it's showing because Amarte a ti on my album, Amarte a ti Volverás, those are Los Sagas songs, and I revamped them, and people love Amarte a ti.
Yeah,
and I told them it's because it's a great song. Y'all just didn't let it.
The thing I think with the Los Sagas was that what radio market would you put them in? I mean, you couldn't put them in Tejano radio. Yeah. You couldn't put them in Norteño radio. You'd have to put it like in Spanish adult contemporary or something like that. La gente que le gusta la música de Luis Miguel y en música así, because they were with the Tejano label and it was during the big Tejano boom, and so there was there were some Tejano bands that wouldn't even get airplay themselves, and now
I'm pretty sure
now a band that was, so if they would have just found where they could have marketed, like today would be a whole different story due to social media.
Yeah,
you could do something on stage or on a video and put it up, and boom, you're viral. Yeah, them doing like an English. You know what I see sometimes? I see these bluegrass musicians doing rock songs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
on TikTok.
And they got lots of views.
Yeah.
So when you do certain songs that are from the English market and you do it in a requinto and all that kind of style, it will probably grab some attention. Like, wow, that's different, you know?
Yeah.
But
there's a market for everything.
But back in the day, in the early 90s, all you had was television and radio, you know? You had no social media. So I think they were just caught in an area where they didn't know where to really market them, you know.
With Abraham,
because they were talented, man, big time.
Yeah.
With Abraham, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to put them on the radio and all that stuff,
especially with the power he had at the time, you know. But again, Selena had just passed, you know. Once Selena had passed, he wasn't thinking about Los Sagas. You know, Los Sagas was also devastated because they had plans when she was going to go do her next tour. They were going to go with her and tour with her.
Yep.
And so
I remember.
Everybody was just like, everything just crashed, the dreams and everything. I think from there on, it was just really hard for them to recover.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's okay. Everything I do, I try to involve Los Sagas, whether it's I'm wearing the Los Sagas, you know, necklace that says Los Sagas. That used to be my dad's. My music video, Amarte a ti, if you look in the beginning, there's a little girl wearing my hat, watching the original Amarte a ti music video on a TV. You know, any kind of way, whether I bring my uncles onto a show, music video, whatever, I'm always involving Los Sagas because that is my way of carrying on their legacy.
Yeah. Un saludo para Los Sagas.
Yes.
They take me back to when I was, so sort of the beginning of my career. You know, it was the 90s, the early 90s. But
with the long hair.
That's interesting, man. What a small world, man. And so then you decided to go into the pop music industry and you started recording your own original songs, or were you doing covers?
No, I did original. Anytime I was recording, that's money. Okay. I got to do original stuff.
I know, man. You got to self-finance stuff nowadays. And that's a lot. Luckily, you guys got a contracting thing going, and that's, that gives you a little bit of money to be able to invest in it, you know?
Yes, it's very expensive especially we're 100% independent. You know, everything from the outfits, our equipment, Everything is 100%. We buy it. It's owned by me. My music, publishing, I own all that stuff. I don't care who I'm signing
That's
with.
the way to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody's trying to scam you, which is crazy because I'm not greedy. I'll put the money whoever deserves, or whoever, puts the time in.
Yeah.
But man, this industry, shit. They think because I'm a woman, they're like, nah, go take her. Shit.
Well, I mean, you know what? I freak out because I watch, I think it's Mas Chingon Radio or something like that. They have like a top 10.
Yeah.
And I think I saw your video on there. That's why I saw the one with Selena, I think, or the one with the bathtub scene. I'm not sure. But
Besos de Amor. Yeah.
That's where I saw you también. But I see the majority out of 10 videos, at least 7 are girls or women. So there are a lot of women in this market right now, man.
Yeah.
Big time. Is that a very competitive? It must be competitive to be able to.
Me personally, I don't take. Listen, everyone. I'm friends with everybody. I have no real, ill will to any of the girls. Every time I see them, oh my God, I see them, and I'll tell them if I like their song, I like what they're wearing. I comment, I say it, like but at the same time, I like to think it's a friendly, but we're women, like there's always gonna be one with attitude and shit, and she's going, she's fighting by herself. I thought we were cool,
Women are super competitive.
Super competitive,
big time.
But I like to take it as, you know what, dude, that's a badass video. I'm gonna try to top that, in a respectful way.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it's a competition. It is. I'm not gonna say like, oh no, I don't want to compete. Hell yeah, I want to compete. I want to be the best, and I want to go against the best because that's gonna make me even better to be on that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Gabriela Martinez. Like, she just got officially nominated for a Latin Grammy. Like, hell yeah. Okay, you know what? Next year, that's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she came all the way from Florida to Texas,
and she's been like throughout Texas. I think she lived in the Valley for a while, San Antonio, and then she went to Houston. Like, she's been putting in that work, and well deserved. I don't care what anyone says about her doing the whole Selena thing. Whatever.
To be willing to relocate from a state to another
not
state,
me,
just to
not I.
Right? It takes a lot of guts.
Yeah,
that's true.
And not knowing if you're going to succeed or not.
With no family.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll make it happen somehow. I'll get by. You just keep striving and you keep working at it and don't give up. And look at her; she's nominated for a Latin Grammy.
It's amazing.
Congratulations to her.
Yes, congratulations to her. I'm so proud of her. But I mean, it's to me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm friendly with everybody and everyone's friendly with me. But if anybody that does have their little remarks that they put on fucking Facebook, I see them. I'm like, I could only wonder who they're talking about, whatever.
You know what? I used to follow, me and my wife followed this guy named Rich Piana. He's like a big bodybuilder that he was a character, and he would take us through the journey of his diet and all kinds of stuff. And he had a company of products and stuff, 5%. And he would acknowledge the people that would hate on his. He goes, you know what? For them to take the time off their day just to comment, I appreciate that. And I tell a lot of people, when, like, on social media, when somebody comments, even though it's maybe a hate comment, their friends get notified that he commented on your post. So then they go and they see him. And then they go, well, who is she? Who is she? So then they go to your platform, and then they find out about you, and they might become fans and not even worry about the personal bullshit that they got with the hate. You know what I mean?
Hey, at this point, Facebook, Instagram, they all pay for views. So when I see that people talk a lot of shit. They say, call me Miss Piggy, saying that my chichis wangas and shit. I'm like, huh? Like, the most out of pocket stuff. But I reply back, oh, thank you, love, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for looking. Because like you said, that algorithm, my views start to go up on that video. So then, I got other people talking shit too. Okay, whatever. And I start commenting back and get into these little things and little spouts. And people are like, you shouldn't respond.
That's
Hell
smart.
yeah. I'm going to respond because the algorithm is kicking on that video. So the views, by the time I wake up, it's 10,000 views on that video. I get paid for that.
I realize that when you engage with the comments, you grow.
Oh, yeah.
You grow, dude. I mean, and even the people that are hating on you are going to stick around because, wow, she commented. She,
they love it.
They responded to my comment. Look, he responded. Because that happens to me when, like, I like somebody's video from a YouTube channel that I'm following that's national. And then I was like having breakfast with my wife one morning, and then my phone clicks, and I go, "Hey, he liked my comment, right?" And so right there, I'm like, that's the way people feel when they like watching your show, they like your music, they like your product, and they comment on and then you respond to them. They become loyal fans.
Yes,
and they realize, hey, this guy's. He responds.
Yeah, there's been a few times where I like to say I converted them because they bring up the whole she don't have a band, so it's not. And I try to tell them, I'm like, and I explain to them my mindset of things, and they're like, well, I guess I could see that, and it's not. And then next thing I know, they're following me or they're sharing this, and
does Facebook have a like an option where you could just hit the little mic and talk into it, and it'll write out what you're talking?
Yeah, I think your keyboard on your phone, I think.
Well, I do it when I'm texting.
Yeah.
Right, I hit that little mic.
My goodness,
hey,
Rock.
Babe. Yeah.
You're showing your age.
Well, it's that my thumbs are killing me. And chinga para atrás así todo el tiempo y la chingada. And then in a couple of years, I'm going to have all this kind of bullshit from the repetitive motion and shit like that. So sometimes I'll just hit the little mic on the text and say, yeah, babe, I already cooked dinner, took the dogs out, like chingato ese pedo, right? But they don't, sometimes they put on wrong words. Though, right?
They do.
I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah. And you still send it because you're like, I bet you'll figure it out.
No, I'm not like that, bro. I'm not. I have to fix it.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh yeah,
So
because
yeah, because then I'll make him fix it.
Yeah.
I'll tell him, you said what?
I imagine
You're
grammar.
not your.
I imagine grammar is very important to you since your teaching background,
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
But I can't, like, si caga el pinche palo, I gotta fix it.
You forgot.
And even when I'm doing like posting and commenting, because people say, hey, they'll put the word right and then they'll put a little star on there, right on the comment.
Something to say.
And then I go, pues me entendiste, ¿verdad, güey? You understood what I meant, right?
Pero me entendiste, no.
But yeah, man. So I wish they had that on Facebook.
Yeah.
So when I'm commenting, I just hit that little mic and hey, no way, pues this and that y que la chingada esto lo otro, pum, right? But no, tienes que estar así todo el pinche. No, it's too much, man.
It won't recognize your lingo.
Yeah. It's just going to put the complete opposite of it.
I know, right? Yeah, man.
You're going to be like, la chingada, que no sé qué, ¿me entiendes? Y Facebook is going to be like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's just going to put no.
So the pop scene, then you decided to go Tejano after the pop.
Yeah, my dad was like, hey, listen, because he had wanted me to do pop in the beginning. I was like, no, I want to be a pop star. And so once I was pregnant with my daughter, he was like, listen, because I was coming to the end of the pregnancy, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start planning out, what's my next move with the music stuff. And he's like, listen. He's like, do Tejano, I'm telling you. And I'm not going to lie to you, at first, I was like, Tejano, like, at the time, they was barely coming back on FM radio. And I was like, man, I don't know, Dad. Like, and he's like, listen. He's like, I'm telling you, whatever you're doing with the pop, just bring it to Tejano. That flash, all that shit, bring it to Tejano. I'm telling you, like, you would bring so much to Tejano. And that's what he was just wanting. He just wanted me to bring, like, a fresh new spark to Tejano. There's a lot of new artists, but he's like, something exciting, like, bring, what you're doing here, but over here. And so I was like, okay, we'll give it a try. And that was almost 3 years ago, and it's been going up ever since.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking almost international level stuff coming up. And with pop, that's like a bigger, more, crowded market. Yeah. And it would have taken me 10 times long to get to where I'm about to get with Tejano.
It's just on the internet. It's so saturated with artists.
Yeah. Especially with TikTok. That's why, man, lately I feel like TikTok is a good tool, but man, it's like when you're trying to push your music, it's like you're better off doing the sounds of like with TikTok, like the trends and stuff, because man, you try pushing your music, it's so saturated.
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible.
Yeah.
It's like literally 1 in 5 million.
Yeah.
To those stars that pop, that get big, with TikTok, there's a reason why it's not every week that somebody's popping off. It's rare when it happens.
And there are some people that have gone viral on TikTok, like that Chimichanga guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that, ¿cómo se llama? Yair Saldívar. And
so
there are those. Bronco 956.
You can't stand it, and yet it's like the biggest it blows up to be that, but it's so annoying or
It's
it's so dumb.
annoying because they overplay it.
Yeah.
At first I liked it. I was like, oh, con madre, it sounds like fucking, Rioto.
Yeah.
But then like it gets overplayed and it's annoying and you're like,
No, that's the thing about the difference between radio, how it was and how it is now with, because I tell people that by the time they start playing on the radio, it's because it's had a million views or streams. So people have already gotten tired of it. Because it's all about binging now.
Yeah.
You turn on Netflix, let's binge. You turn on, you find out a song. Like when we found out that Yair Saldívar, we went to all his shit. We were watching interviews, and when we were there for like a day and a half.
Yeah, we binged.
Yeah, or 2 days. Like the next night, we went through and checked out some more stuff. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Ask me if I've even, looked into any of his stuff.
Not anymore.
I don't even know if he has new stuff. I don't know. There was just 2 videos que me gustaron
Really?
chingos. But I always I take my habits into consideration of this is maybe how a lot of the majority of people might be consuming their music and their stuff. I don't know, you all out there that are watching, if you want to comment on how you do it as well, or how long do you binge on a song before you say, you know what, all right, it's at the bottom or it's out of my playlist already.
Right.
Because that's what happens. You listen to it over and over again, and then you hear it on the radio, chingari, chingos of it.
Yeah.
So, but back in the day when it was radio, you had that one song played 10 times a day.
Yeah.
Instead of you playing it 100 times a day. You know what I mean? So it's a very, very
It's
different.
very different.
And they're saying that if you don't hook a person within the 7 seconds of the song, they're gone.
I feel like every year or every few years it keeps getting, before it was the first 30 seconds, then it is 25, and then it's 15, and then now it's like less than 10.
Yeah.
If you don't got, and that's why if you listen to like Pobre Tonto, it's got like the da da, like it goes straight into that Tejano, because we had to do that. We had to try and catch people, and that man, it's a lot of effort now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of thinking, and
It's
then
strategy.
Yeah, strategy. And then you're thinking in the studio, okay, like, could we do like a TikTok dance to this? And I just want to make the dang song. I just want to sing. I just want to produce the song. Yeah, perform it. But it's like, no, I gotta have this whole marketing strategy behind it.
You do.
Hey.
And you have to put money behind it
I
as
don't
well.
want to.
Because the tech companies aren't going to push you.
No.
They're not going to push you. They're not gonna. If you give them money, then you'll be recommended.
Right.
Because sometimes, like, I get on my YouTube and I'm recommended Post Malone's new video, country video.
Yep.
I don't follow Post Malone. I haven't heard his music. I haven't clicked on anything that'll curate what I'm watching. You know what I mean? That I get more of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
And that's
es que ese vato le mete si le metes $1,000 a una rola on YouTube, you can get quite a few views.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got 10 or 20 grand to push, and then by the time you know it, you've got 1 million views. If you put 10 grand, some of these bigger legacy bands are capable
pushing
of
the
affording
money.
that.
Yeah. But see, that's what is so like, people don't understand that, what you just said, that they see like these other artists, oh man, they're this and that number one or trending. Yeah, because they got a big label. They're putting thousands, if not millions of dollars on that single.
Yeah.
I don't got that. I'm a contractor. Like, I'm putting $100 this week on the YouTube video.
People think it's organic, and it is to a certain point.
To a certain point.
But
most of it's bought.
And I have some secrets because I'm always trying to beat the algorithm. So like I'd give $150 to Facebook to boost it.
Right.
And I'd get minimal response, minimal, like not what I wanted.
Right.
So what I do now is like, okay, I'll do a Cash App contest. All right. Everybody put a number 1 through 50 on the comments and then share it. And then I'm going to pick a winner, 3 winners, and I'll Cash App you $50 each. So I'm going straight to the fan.
Right.
I'm not giving my money to the tech guy. And before I know it, when I did my music video, there was 650 comments and about 500 and something shares.
That's badass.
And my video has over 80,000 views, so in 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking of how can I beat this? How can I do it? Because if I would have given 150 to Facebook, I wouldn't have gotten 600 comments.
No. Yeah, no. You would have maybe gotten, I don't know.
And then what I do
2,000 views.
is everybody's 1 through 50. They're putting their number, and then I'll ask my wife, give me a number 1 through 50. She'll give me a number, and I'll go straight down. The first person that puts that number, okay, you're a winner. Give me another number. Boom, 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 boom. I'll go down the line, and then the first person that had commented that.
Right.
So that's how I pick my winners, just so people can know that. It's random. My wife is the one who decides with the number, But either way, I mean, I like to share my knowledge and my experience with artists so they can get the most they can out of their marketing.
Yeah, no, that's very, very smart, strategic way of doing that for sure. Kudos to you. And that's great. That's hell yeah. That's awesome. I mean, I do more of, I try not to do the whole boosting thing because I feel like it's a scam, dude. They take your money.
How do we know we're getting what we're paying for?
That's what I'm talking about.
And then how do we know they're not using a bot company from Bangladesh? I want people from around here to see it.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's the thing about it too is they're saying
China.
X amount of views. Let's say you have you pay $150 and you get 10,000 views with 4 comments.
Yeah.
Nobody commented on this, but 10,000 people saw it, and that's where it looks real janky. That's not a good look when you're flexing all this stuff, and then I got 11,000 views, and only 4 people commented.
Well, on a note, I see a lot of videos and I never comment. So there is a lot of people that don't comment.
But 4? What?
Yeah, pues chinga. Es que they don't speak the language. Pinche bad farma allá en Fukit, o cómo se llama Fukit.
Oh, el vato de allá de Azerbaiyán.
Azerbaiyán.
Yeah. I watched that dude too, man. Es puro pinche ASMR, ¿no?
Está bruto.
So oye la pinche water drop.
Hey.
Stop.
All he says is super.
Super. Hey, para aventarte un toque y estar con él allá, ¿no?
Mi hombre agarra un pinche pedazote de carne y lo enseña así.
He put a whole ostrich inside this big old canister. A whole ostrich and cooked it.
Oh, I was going to say alive?
Yeah. It's called wilderness cooking.
I saw this family que agarraron, son de allá también, que agarraron un chingo de pinches berries y luego empezaron... They started stepping on them. Pum, pum, pum.
All athletes food. Y
la hace la señora.
There's crusty flakes in here.
She gets a cup and then she fucking goes like that and she's like,
no, and you're watching that? Jax, dude, you gotta find better time. You gotta find something better to do with your time.
It's those Azerbaiján people.
Chingos de fongo de la uña.
Hongo, not fongo.
No, they did one with sandia the other day. They were stepping on sandia. I was like, oh shit, you don't need to step on that. Just fucking mush it with your hand.
It sounded like a wild night in the bedroom.
It sounded like you would expect. Una noche
¿Cómo, Jax? ¿Cómo? Así se oye.
He's like, I should call her.
Una noche muy caliente.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Jenny B's here with us, man. Make sure to check out her new song, Pobre Tonto. Want to thank Bajos Sexos M3. We hand build 100% professional quality bajos, man. These are the best in the business. You find them in San Antonio, Texas. Man, they've got so many artists that are playing the Bajos Sexos M3, like Grupo Pesado, el Pepe Elizondo, Poncho Quesada, los dos carnales. También los Tucanes, Mario Quintero, the guy with the mustache that sings amazing. También David Farias y Joe Farias. They are professionals in music, and they do that the Bajo Sexto. And they got cuerdas también, because if you're running around finding strings for your Bajo Sexto, well, you don't have to. These guys, they'll have them for you as well, and you can get them there. Also want to thank Chorizo de HH. Local family brand, same great taste you grew up with. Chorizo. Leaner, less fat than others, nice kick but not too spicy. And it's not just for breakfast, you can have it at night, un choricito con papas or frijolitos. What I did the other day, I opened up a can of beans, and you know the canned beans have a flavor, right? They don't taste like homemade. Pero le echas un chorizo ahí, papá, y un tomatito y la chingada, no me sale, parece, oye, did you do these from scratch? Vale más que lo creas, baby. That's how much I love you, mamacita.
Thank you.
Now here's one of my homemade tortillas. Put some butter in it. I guess.
Now that's that bedroom language.
Also want to thank, make sure to get it at HEB, Chorizo de HH. Also want to thank Liberty Roofing. If you need some roof repair, man, these guys are the best in the business. Liberty Roofing, LibertyRoofingRGV.com. They got insurance claims assistance, and you can give them a call, and they'll be more than happy to help you out, man. These guys, no job is too big for them. They know how to do it right, and they know how to do it right the first time. Professional. It's Liberty Roofing. You give them a call. Once again, put that logo back on, baby, so people can check it out. It's Andres 956-619-0893, LibertyRoofingRGV.com. All right. Also, we've got some events coming up, ladies and gentlemen. This Saturday, we're going to be at Grito Fest. It's going to be fantastic. Fremont, Texas, Raymond Horta, Midnight Run, Grupo Sendero, Chamacos, Whiskey D. My band's going to be performing Saturday night. We go on about 10:30. And then Sunday, Revolución, Inolvidable, Grupo Signo. Signo will play about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So it'll be an early show. So, and it's a grito contest. And I'm thinking of inviting one of my buddies that are one of my fans. Se avientan un grito. Do you have the grito there, babe?
Yes, I do.
Put it on, baby. Check it out.
That was really good.
I don't know why. I just wanted to go, what's that?
And then in the bottom it says, cállate, shut up. Those are fans right there, right?
Yeah,
vale más que vayan
amazing.
ustedes pa' pinche primán, carnal. Vale más que vayan, carnal. Lo voy a esperar para que se avienten un grito con Whiskey D ahí arriba del stage, carnal. Órale, asústame one time.
Oye, se sacó la...
Sí, bro.
Tiene pulmón el camarada.
Pinches pulmones, poca vez. Ese vato no le pegó COVID, carnal.
No, ni madre. Nunca se ha fumado un cigarro en su vida.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Friday, then the following Friday, we're going to be at Rumble on the River Motorcycle Rally in Bandera, Texas, man. If you like adult entertainment, that is what's going to happen. Motley Crue, a tribute band. We're going to have AC/DC tribute band. I mean, it's just all kinds of fun. And the biker games are where it's the most fun, man. You got to check that out. It's going to be happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Bandera Mansfield Park. It's really awesome. One of the best bike rallies in the state of Texas, and the roads in the hill country are the best to ride, man. So make sure to join us out there. Go to bikerralliesoftexas.com so you can get your pre-sale tickets, because they're going to run out, and then you get a free t-shirt with it as well. So when you get there, boom, they give you your t-shirt, you go in, and you have a good time with all the bikers. Also, October 25th and 26th, Jim Luna, man. Big shout out Jim Luna. Fiesta en la Playa, Emilio Navaira Tribute, La Fiebre, Lucky Joe, Iconics, Roel Martinez, La Tropa F, the David y Joe Farias, Hilda Lamas, Lázaro Pérez. This is going to be a full show. It's going to be 2 days. Tickets are at qmp.eventmania.com. Este es un evento que se va a llevar allá en el Coastal Bend, allá para arriba, yendo para Galveston, allá para Houston, esa area. So we'll give you more details on that. Plus, I have a table. I might end up giving it away. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet, but Jim Luna's always been a good guy with us, and thank you so much to Jim and the promotional events that he's putting together. All right. So Jenny B's got a brand new song, and it's called Pobre Tonto, and you can check out some of her other stuff también. Que Viva Selena también. You have that video. You recorded it there by the Selena statue in the auditorium in Corpus, right? And then you've got the other tunes that you put together. How many albums have you put together?
It's one album. I have an EP in the English, but the album is 10 songs.
Órale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mujeres en swag.
Yeah. So you go to Jenny B. And on Spotify, it's JENNY and a B. And then on YouTube, it's just Jenny.
Just regular Jenny. Yeah, with one Y.
Yeah. So Mujer Sensual, Besos de Amor, Pobre Tonto. Look up her music and make sure to follow her on social media and check out all her and comment on her stuff. She's going to comment back too at officially_Jenny with a double YB on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. And make sure to support all the women in the music industry at officially_Jenny_B on TikTok, which is what she was talking about right now.
Yeah. like, I'm barely even on there.
Yeah.
I'm so just worn out with TikTok. It's amazing.
Well, Jenny, we appreciate you coming over, and
you.
we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
And whatever you need, we're here. Hopefully we can come back down again, and and enjoy some time together here.
Yes,
And if y'all come, we'll take you to go eat, man. Some
please,
really good food.
dang, man,
Yeah.
that last restaurant was insane.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was a chicken Monterrey, and it has a bed of rice with chicken, and it's supposed to have like melted pepper jack cheese. No, it was 2 slices of pepper jack cheese, like slices. Wasn't melted.
No.
Not even melted.
Wow.
No. And then it had tomato slices under it
Ew.
on the chicken.
Cold.
I was like, where are we? And he's like, shit, we're in the valley.
Le juro de hecho,
Oh my goodness, no.
lo puede meter en el microwave, por favor.
No,
For real.
that's terrible.
No, hombre,
yeah, next time we'll
But-
take you guys to the good spots.
Thank you. No, honest to God, like when I tell you this, I'm an upfront person. He knows. I don't BS nobody or anybody. I straight up tell it. And sometimes I get in trouble with him, and my dads are like, listen, you can't talk like that. You're supposed to be an artist. I'm like, listen, guy, I am who I am. Like, I have tattoos, I cuss, I drink. Like, I am who I am.
People love realness.
Yeah. So when I tell you that being here is truly like a bucket list. When I came into Tejano, I knew who you were. I seen all the Selena interviews and everything. I knew who you were. But when I saw you were doing this and I came into Tejano, I was like, I got to get in there. Like, if I don't get in there somewhere in my career, I'm just going to hang it up, because what's the point? Legends come through here. Upcoming legends. Like, once we're done, I'm going to do a whole photo shoot here in a minute, because I'm going to make sure to get every single angle of that I was here, and that when I watched the show, I'm like, I was in that chair. Like, I'm telling you, this is such a big moment for me. So thank you so much to all of you for giving me, allowing me to come and do this.
We appreciate
It
those
means so
words.
much.
We love what we do, and we do it for the fans, and we do it for the musicians and the industry as well, because I've been a part of it for a long time. So
Yes.
I know the struggles, and I know the successes, and I know all that good stuff, and the bad stuff too. And I really am glad that we're able to put this platform together so we can help artists like you and help other artists and expose them and have people see, that we have talent out here. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you this. I put your show equivalent to RIP, to Johnny Canales.
Wow.
You know how back in the day, Johnny was like the one who, hey, if Johnny brought them on, like, they're the shit. Like, that's how I feel right now.
Wow, I appreciate
feel like
that. Yeah,
that's the level I'm talking about. And I wish
that's
that's another show I wish I could have been on, because my uncles and everybody were,
Yeah.
Los Sagas was on that show a couple times, Johnny Land and everything. So I was really hoping to try and get on that one too, but
No, we're glad you
happen.
came down, and
Yes,
your
thank
husband's
you.
awesome too, man. I like his Boys in the Hood T-shirt. He's a
I
classic.
bought it for him.
I like these classic shirts too.
Yeah.
Like I got some old, like I have like a Major Payne. I have the T-shirt for me. And then you remember the movie with Roddy Piper when you would put sunglasses and you could see aliens among you?
Oh, I love that movie.
It's called They Live.
Rowdy Pipe, the wrestler?
Yeah, the wrestler. He was in a movie called They Live. It was by John Carpenter, the guy
great.
that did.
Really?
Yeah,
It makes
so-
more sense now than never.
So he finds this box of sunglasses, right? And he puts on the sunglasses and he can see the freaking like aliens living, and then he takes them off and they look like humans, and he puts them on and they're aliens.
Is it like lizard
no
people?
idea.
It's lizard people.
And now you look back, you're like, wait a minute.
And then
I've seen this.
so then he looks up at the billboards, and like there's a
The celebrities.
It says it's just white with one word says obey. And like the way they're brainwashing you.
Yes.
It's a tripped out movie, dude.
Yeah, we look that up.
Roddy, it's a cult classic. It's one of those movies that everybody needs to watch,
Right.
because it's Roddy.
Sounds interesting.
For sure, gotta watch it now.
They Live, it's called. Check it out. I'm sure some people that are watching have seen it before, man. But man, I want to thank anything you want to.
I just want to say, I congratulate you on all your work.
Thank you.
Man, for Tejano artists now, like young Tejano artists, man, I really admire young Tejano artists, because it's bringing back like a new, like you said earlier, like a new light
Yeah.
to the Tejano industry.
New
that's,
energy.
That's what it needs. Tejano
Yeah.
industry needs young people that are passionate, that are hungry, and that are going for it, and you have all those qualities. And I wish you the best, and you're doing great, and you're doing fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
great job. And thank you for taking your time to coming over to the show, and we really appreciate you and your husband stopping by.
I would have slept in the car if that was the case. I'm telling you, my dad was like, "You got to cancel." I was like, "Ain't no way." Thank you. I really appreciate that.
That's another thing. We le das un abrazo a tu papá por nosotros. You know, give your dad and your uncles a big hug, because
I will.
I remember them from back in the day. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
haven't seen them in. Maybe we could do a show with them. They can come in and we can just talk
they
about the
have
stories.
stories. Hey, let me tell you, they have stories
I
with
wouldn't mind.
Abraham and everything they went through, and you know, it was all brothers, and there was all these like fights they would have. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, it was a struggle for them because of, once again, they were in the middle of a boom when they were doing something totally different.
Yeah.
But
I would love that, honestly.
Yeah.
I really, like I said, I try to bring in, you know, because some people don't know who Los Sagas was, and I'm like, dude, check out the albums. Like, I'm telling you, love the requinto for me forever. Like, I wish
the vocals.
I wanted to bring in the requinto so many times in my music, and my uncle's like, don't do it because, you know, there's not too many people, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm one of the people. Like, I love the requinto, you know.
Yeah.
But that was just me trying to get him involved. But he's not really, you know, trying to do all that. But yeah, I mean, anytime, Rock, anytime I swear, you call, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there.
All right.
I'm gonna be there. I'll sleep in the car, I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jenny B. Thank you so much, Jenny. Órale. All right. And make sure to stream all her music. And if you want to book her, go to her Instagram and send her a message.
Go to my website, jennybmusic.com. You can find all my booking information, merch. I have new merch coming out. The poster that's right there behind you looks pretty. I like it.
Yeah.
That hasn't even been out yet.
It
So.
fit perfect.
I love it. But
All right.
Thank y'all so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, all right? And,
Bye, guys.
make sure to, you know, be nice
You know,
and embrace each other. No matter what you think or who you follow or who you support.
I'll still comment.
There's enough for everybody.
Everybody love everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Everybody wave. Let's go.
Bye, everyone.